Fourthly, we dread parenting because we view marriage and children as optional rather than God-ordained callings. Once marriage and children become choices, the only reason to choose them is if they make you happy. And if they don't make you feel happy, you assume it was a bad choice. And that's why divorce and abortion continue to increase, because people think that this is a choice. So if I marry somebody that turns out to be, she doesn't do everything I thought she was going to do, well, then I divorce that thing. I'm not going to be miserable because of her. My choices ought to make me happy. And if I'm not happy, then there's a way to correct it. I'm getting rid of that one that makes me unhappy. And if I don't want to have a baby and we're not ready, well, kill the thing. Who cares? Come on, your happiness is most important. That's the way we think. And because people are waiting later to have children, and this is what the studies say. So let me go back to the studies for a moment. This is what the studies say. The reason why people aren't happy with children, they say, because they're waiting later to have them. And this actually makes a little sense. Because they're waiting later, they're more aware of what they're having to give up for the children. So one mom says this, gone, she's talking about what happened in her life after she had a baby. Gone are the days of spontaneous anything. Drinks after work, gone. Last minute trips to the city for a weekend of late nights and acting like a teenager, gone. Sleeping past 5:30 a.m., heck, sleeping more than 30 minutes at a time, not a chance. I would have thought any adult who said you just can't understand being a parent until you are one was just saying one of those things adults say. But now that I am one of those adults, I have to say they were right. Having kids will change your life forever, for better or for worse. You will no longer be the fun-loving, cute self you once were. Your body is pretty much trash for a while, and you will wonder what you were thinking. If your husband so much as comes near you with that look in his eye for at least the first year of your child's life, you will beat him with a stick. Well, you see, if marriage and children are choices, and that's all they are, no wonder they become vehicles for disappointment and unhappiness for you. But if marriage and children are part of God's calling for you, and it's your place in the kingdom, and it's what we do, all of us whom God is pleased to grant children to, that's what we do for the kingdom primarily, that's our basic job, then we will understand that that's going to involve suffering. Being an image bearer of God and following Jesus means that suffering is unavoidable, and that glory is going to be arrived at through the road by the path of suffering. It's the only way I'm going to get there, because I'm following Jesus. So therefore, true happiness, true joy, lasting contentment, real peace, and knowing my place in the world is only going to come through tribulation and affliction, and demand a lot of long suffering and patience. That's the way the kingdom works. And so marriage and children are our destiny. But that means that neither one of them are going to be fun all the time. And that also means that both of them are going to require that if we are to have joy in them, we have to die to ourselves.